What if we hear from the people over at the Wolverines, the Michigan on 3 site, hey, Bryce Underwood, he's that guy. Notice what we said there. He's that guy. Not, oh, he's going to start. Not, oh, he's a good quarterback. It's, dog, Bryce Underwood, he's that guy. We'll talk about what that means right now. But if you're watching the full hour-long show, thank you. Subscribe to the channel. It's college football, nothing but. If you're watching as a one-off video, also dial in, subscribe, all that helps us help you, helps us get more engaged for what you want to see. So thank you for that. As I was saying, we're talking about Bryce Underwood being that guy. The ripple effect here is massive. So let's get nuanced here. We know what the skill set is. We talk about that ad nauseum and how good he was as a high school prospect. If he is unofficially or officially the starter after spring practice, think about what that actually says about what he did during spring football. We'll give you all the intel we can on this channel, but if that actually ends up being the result and the intel as to him being, again, that guy, it means that the college game isn't something that he's having to have this massive adjustment to. Because whenever you have a premier quarterback come over from the high school ranks and early enroll, it's pretty understandable if it takes a second to get the speed of the game. It's pretty understandable if the defenses are a little bit more complex and those windows close sooner and that pass rush is quicker, all those things. But if he's that guy out of spring practice, that means you can add to this offense. That means you can put more on his plate. How do you get more on your plate? By eating what's on your plate the first serving. And so when you get to get a little bit more complex for a Bryce Underwood and you can start to bake in some wrinkles and some counters and some answers to the things you've already put on tape the first few weeks, and then you have some deception out there for the rest of November and things of that nature, like that's where this thing really gets rolling. Because then the cause and effect of that is that Michigan offensively gets to be an offensive-driven football team. Now, I'm not discounting what they're going to be defensively. I still think they'll have that same edge and that physicality and all those things in the run game as well. But think about it this way. When was the last time, as a Michigan fan, you walked into a game and said, I don't think they can keep up with us on the scoreboard. I don't think that they can keep up with us if we're scoring 40. Now, you've had, obviously, years where you've been dominant, and J.J. McCarthy and that offense were phenomenal, but I'm talking about, like, legit high-octane. We're a quick strike, quick score, explosive kind of offense. That could be what they are with Bryce Underwood. I think that's the hope in what they want to be with Bryce Underwood, what they want to be with bringing in Chip Lindsey. And I think, truthfully, that's where new college football is heading in this expanded playoff and how long you got to play. I've talked about a lot of the keys, and of course, line of scrimmage is one, of course, depth is one, of course, defense is one. But I truly believe that if you want to win national championships, there has got to be a freedom for your offense and a what-if factor for your quarterback that at any point in time, just get us back the football in the fourth quarter, and we're going to be able to get it done. We're going to be able to hit that extra gear where you can't keep up with us, and we score X amount more points than you, and that's how it ends up being. Because for Michigan in 25, dude, like the schedule is kind, very kind. The schedule, you feel like, man, who put this thing together? Don't have them second guess it. Don't have them check it because we're in good shape. You got the Oklahoma game early, but outside of that, I mean, Ohio State to finish the year. What other game, if you're a Michigan fan, are you saying, oh, they make us nervous? Not saying that you don't still have good teams on the schedule, but there's no game that you chalk up to, oh, boy, that's going to be a national title caliber kind of game. No, I don't see it. There's no Oregon, no Penn State. Like, that is exactly the schedule that I think for Michigan could ultimately lead to them being a not just college football playoff team, but they get some momentum here. Maybe they find themselves with a bye in the college football playoff. I don't know, but there's a lot to like there. And if Bryce Underwood is, in fact, that guy, like we're saying he could be out of spring practice, all bets are off for Michigan football in 2025. Sounds hyperbolic, sounds clickbaity. I'm just telling you that's the reality. I'm just telling you that's definitely on the table for Michigan ahead of next season.